Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so today we're going to be doing a video on what could we be getting for the mid-month banner. I will say I'm leaning towards it being premium. Also, I do think I was spoiled and I know what it is, so that's why it's not a character prediction banner. I will give my hint towards the end of the video if you really want to know. It's not, I don't think it's guaranteed, but this is what I was told, and I don't want to make a video guessing the characters if I have a probably good chance of getting it right if I know what it is, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm not gonna be guessing the characters. I will let you know what I think, but I am leaning towards a premium character, so hopefully it's just an easy skip, and we have some guild quests scheduled, so we can go off of that. I do think it's a 2-character banner, so yeah, let's just hop on in. So we should be getting the news on the 16th, which is tomorrow by the time I'm uploading this. And then the banner should be live on the 19th. It is kind of weird though, because I do know that the Giselle and Zombie Bambietta banner is rerunning at like almost the exact same time, like a day or two before, or even like the exact same day. So when you look at the guild quest schedule, it looks like it's just because they're rerunning. So it's like, are we going to be getting a character for ranged Soul Reaper killer and a Rankar killer? And I'm leaning towards one of them getting a good NAD unit and one of them getting a good a new lead. And what I'm hoping happens, I think Giselle is still a very good character for ranged Soul Reaper guild quest and a good character in general. Zombie Bambietta, However, I have said she's very consistent. I will say her damage is very lackluster. She has no SP boost. She has no Berserker. She has no full stamina damage. It's basically damage to ailments and that's it. So, honestly, I would not mind a new ranged Rankar killer, maybe with status summit plus, so then you can stack it alongside Bambietta. That wouldn't be too bad. Because we also have Robert. And if I'm not mistaken, is Robert a boost? Is Robert a boost character actually? I actually can't remember if he's an actual booster or not, or if he's just big damage. Big Rob, let's see. Robert is a booster, so yeah, they I think they're fine. They would literally just need like a new SP lead, or maybe someone that buffs Zombietta, but then I guess we have Gremmy, so it's like you actually don't really need anything like that. So yeah, honestly, just give them either a Rankar, just a killer plus ranged Rankar regular normal attack damage character, or preferably a new lead, because Zombie Bambietta isn't the most fun to play with. I have heard a lot of people just not enjoy using her, which I can totally understand. And then for Giselle's week, honestly, I think Giselle's perfectly fine. If they give a new lead for that, I don't think too many people will complain. Because I do know that some people just don't like the dominate status element. It's not that great. Compared to like paralysis and lacerate and stuff. I don't mind it per se, but yeah, when they get knocked away, it's not that fun. So honestly, a new lead for either of these 2 weeks, I wouldn't mind. But I realistically think that ranged Soul Reaper genuinely just needs better normal attack damage characters. If we keep Giselle, we would still probably end up using Gremmy. So we would probably need a new booster if I had to get. Like if we go to characters, sort by ranged. Soul Reaper, if I could read. Ranged Soul Reaper. We have Askin. I'm not going to count him as a booster. He's a Brave Battle character. We have Orihime, and then we actually don't have a actual good NAD unit. So, I mean, we could just be getting a regular NAD unit. Like, the last one was Rose, and he's like 3 years old almost at this point. So that could be it. Maybe an SP lead for ranged Rankar, and then a normal attack damage, just like a really hard-hitting unit for Giselle's week, ranged Soul Reaper. Or we could just end up getting another booster. Like I don't think, like I think you could definitely power creep Orihime's damage. I just don't think it would be as needed realistically. I think they just need a solid NAD unit overall. But I mean, if it's a booster, then hey, it's completely fine. A better boost unit wouldn't be the worst thing ever. I prefer that. But I will say, if we do get a new SP lead, we could get a status element plus. So that way there is less RNG with Giselle. Because, so let's say when you're using Giselle, right? You have Gremmy on the team because he buffs Giselle's damage. Well, Giselle doesn't have Dominate Plus. So if Gremmy procs over Giselle, status element, dominate, then Grammy kind of cuts your run. So honestly, I wouldn't mind a new lead if it just gives the character status element plus, because status element plus is one of the best additions to these newer characters. I can't lie, just because it takes less RNG away. Because I'm sorry, I hate resetting just because my sides dropped in SA2 and it stole a proc on the boss, which I think is the dumbest mechanic ever. But yeah, it could go bleed into melee Arrancar as well, but like melee Arrancar, we have Asnot. Who do we have as a side? Because we are not getting a replacement for Asnot. I don't see that happening. But melee Arrancar, who are like the NAD units? Okay, I guess there's Yumachika, sure. But I believe like the best team is like Asnot, and then Bambi, and then just a regular booster, so like Renji. Like, that's good enough. Like, I mean, I guess you could get a NAD unit for here, but I'm not really leaning towards it. But if we did get it, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, is Yumachika even a booster? He's not. So yeah, they might just end up getting a new booster if they really want to go that far, all the way to ranged or melee Arrancar. Because you use like Asnot and then Gremmy, or like Asnot and Bambi, something like that, and then just stack their buffs together, and then you would just use a booster to clean up the little mobs if there's like one left or something. But yeah, that is genuinely like about it. I guess we can also check the GQ to look at what elements they are, or what attributes they are, if the game will load. Alright, so when you go into the guild quest, you can actually check what the next week enemies are if you just click right here. So phase 1, this is going to be for the ranged Soul Reaper guild quest, which I think is, I think Monday is the 19th, so that should be when we actually get the new banner. So perfect time for a new lead, realistically, or new unit just for the guild quest. And the enemies, honestly, since their speed, oh my god, Giselle is going to absolutely destroy this guild quest. Give us a ranged normal attack damage side. That's all I want. We do not need a new character right now. It looks like they are feeding us for this. Giselle is going to absolutely destroy them, I'd imagine. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see any need for a new character here. Just give us a new normal attack damage or a new booster, and away we go. What is phase 2 looking like? So phase 2 is Arrancar range damage, and it's power. Okay, maybe we're not gonna get any of these characters, and I'm just extreme coping. But it's like usually it lines with the guild quest that's out. But like it looks like Bambietta is gonna be meant for this because obviously they're all power. Granted, the mid-month character could have the same attributes as Bambietta and Giselle. That's also a possibility. So who knows? Who knows? I would not be opposed to a new lead for Bambietta, however, because let's say even if Bambietta was perfect, just another extra option for either of these two guild quest phases would be nice. Just because it's like, if there's only one character that can clear a certain guild quest, that's just not that cool, you know? If one's better and the other ones can still clear, then that's fine, but we need multiple that can at least clear, not just like scrape by, you know? Like I don't know. Basically just saying we need more options for certain guild quests, and ranged Soul Reaper and Arrancar are literally in like the worst position possible, because the only other character that is like that, if we go for ranged Soul Reaper and Arrancar, for the leads would be Bambi, obviously, Giselle, obviously, Rangiku is terrible, Rukia is terrible, Noelle is pretty mediocre. I mean, she's basically just as bad as 7th Anniversary Ichigo. So it's like, you don't have many options. Like, I don't know if Ichigo is going to be able to clear all the EX waves. I honestly have no idea. I was struggling with him with just the 2 EX waves, and mine is max incentive, but obviously I don't think I had Shuhei at the time, so that might make a big difference. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Let me know down below what you guys think. I think it's going to be a 2-character banner. Oh, also, I'm going to show you the little thing that I think, or at least that I was told, if it's real. But I think it's going to be a 2-character banner. I'm hoping it's premium. Hopefully a ranged Arrancar lead and a ranged Soul Reaper side as a booster, or a regular NAD unit, does not matter to me. But yeah, I was told By the way, spoilers, 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 spoilers. Do not click off the video if you don't want to be spoiled. I was told that the... Where is it? Is it in here? Here it is. Here it is. I was told that this is the new mid-month. So it's Don Kanoji and Human Con. This is what I was heard. Is it true? I don't know. But this is what I was told. So I don't want to actually make a video guessing when I probably know the characters. And if it is this, because obviously I've heard leaks change literally hours before the banner drops, so who knows. But if it is this, I can safely say it is an easy goddamn skip. I will say I did hear that it was a con, and I got pretty hyped for a second. I was like, oh shit, a summonable con? That's pretty cool. And then I heard it was Human Con, and all my hype went out the window because I just do not care about Human Con. I'm sorry, I'm not watching his boring filler. He's a boring character. Give me actual con. I don't care about that con. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Take care and peace out.